guys, this is Jea, and welcome back to another episode of the Late Night Talks with Jea Estrada, the podcast. And for tonight's episode, it's actually a diary entry number 16. And I'm trying this diary entry to be a little different. That's why I have a video with me right now. I'm not sure if the video would be available in most of the podcast platforms, but it's gonna be available in YouTube. So I'm just trying to make it like a sit down video and at the same time a podcast as well, because I've been trying to do this and I never had a chance. So, yeah, today's the day. And today's episode, or should I say tonight's episode, is going to be a lot different because I did not prepare for anything and I have not updated my life in this podcast for quite some time already. And I'm doing it very sponty. I don't have a script. I don't even have a guide right now. And I'm just really talking in front of the camera and just recording my podcast episode because why not, right? I actually just got home. I came from the church and it's a lot different now. So I did 2 years of Bible college for those who haven't been updated with my life. But pretty much my life is updated on my social media. So I've been posting there, but not on this podcast. And I've been adjusting to the life after 2 years of Bible college. And I must say, it's kind of different. It's something that I did not expect because somehow, after 2 years of Bible college, I was trying to position myself to, I don't know, how could I say it? Do full time ministry. But at the same time, I know for a fact that doing full-time ministry would mean that I need to find a job that would sustain me while doing full-time ministry. So, yeah, that has been a journey. It has something that I did not expect, and I actually just really want to share something that I realized this week, and I really want to document it and record it in a podcast just so I can always go back to it and remember how God really spoke to me, especially in the season. So, for those who are not aware, because I have not been updating my podcast, I have been going to a cycling studio in Greenbelt. I mean, there's only one cycling studio in Greenbelt, but I'm not going to promote it as if I monetize this. But there's this cycling studio in Greenbelt, and I usually go there, and I could say somehow I'm a regular there already, and people, especially the instructor, know me in this studio already. And also, the reason why I'm going to this class is because it's my favorite instructor. So yeah, that was the plan. It was Thursday afternoon. The schedule was 12:15 in the afternoon. That's my usual go-to time slot for doing my cycling classes because I start my work around 4 p.m. So I make sure that I start my day with a cycling class, and then I have time for a shower and a little self-care, and then prepare and breathe and eat or whatever, and then I could start my work at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. is like my personal way of telling myself, okay, 4 p.m. is the time that I will check my emails, I will reply to my emails, and then I would check my schedule if there is any meeting or whatever. Yeah, so I basically start my work day at 4 p.m. and then sometimes I finish at 11, 12, 1 a.m. So yeah, that's my productive hours. And then before that, that's my me time, that's my spare time. So yeah. So that's the schedule. The schedule is 12:15 and that's in Greenbelt. So that would mean about 2 hours of travel time that I have to allot to be able to be there. And a lot of things are happening prior to, so at around like 10 a.m. I was already trying to book a motorcycle because I would book a motorcycle from my place, from this place, like this background, yeah. Um, I'm gonna book a motorcycle to an MRT station, and then from MRT station in North Ave, I'm gonna ride the MRT to Ayala, and then from Ayala, I'm gonna walk to Greenbelt because that's where the studio is. So what happened was at 10 a.m. I was trying to book for a ride. I couldn't get a ride. I couldn't get. I tried booking from the three platforms. I couldn't get anything, which is so weird. But yeah, I wasn't able to get anything. And mind you, it was Thursday. It's not like a big day or whatever. But yeah, I couldn't get anything. So it, it took me about 30 minutes before I could get a ride. And then when the ride picked me up, it didn't go to its usual route. So it took the longer route and I got stuck in traffic. So the estimated time that I'm supposed to arrive at the MRT station was around 11 a.m. But I did not arrive at 11 a.m. It took a while, and there was a huge traffic in EDSA at the time because there was the accident that happened in EDSA. So it was really bad. I wasn't able to get a ride right away. It took me 30 minutes before I could get a ride, and then once the ride arrived, it took me about 45 minutes before I arrived in MRT. So basically, I arrived in North Ave station at around 11:30 a.m. So I only have 45 minutes left before the class starts. So when I arrive at 11:30 a.m., I check Google Maps because it could give you like your estimated time of arrival on the actual station, and then you can check how long it would take you to walk, things like that. There's a commute section in Google Maps, although it's not super accurate, but it helps you gives the estimated time. So yeah. So when I arrived in the MRT station, I was waiting for the MRT. It went later than scheduled. So supposedly there's a trip that's about to leave at like 11:30 exact, but it left the station 11:35. So that's 5 minutes. I know it's just 5 minutes, but if you're someone that's trying to catch time, 5 minutes is such a long time. And I know I shouldn't be blaming it because transportation here in the Philippines, especially like MRT, they're usually delayed. But yeah, so it took it 5 minutes just standing on that platform, not closing the door, waiting for passengers. I don't know, whatever it is. So yeah, it left at 11:35. And usually the estimated time from North Ave station to Ayala station is about 30 minutes. So my estimated arrival time in Ayala station would be 12:05. So as we go through Ayala station, there's still some delays here and there. Like, I think there was a longer stop in Guadalupe station or something. I couldn't remember, but I was just really rushing. And at the time, I was already praying to God. Should I continue or should I just cancel? Because if I continue going there and really fight for it and miss the class, I'm gonna get charged for a higher amount. But if I cancel it before the actual time, I'm just gonna get charged for a late cancellation. I mean, it's still a charge, but it's just the late cancellation. But if I actually missed it, I'm gonna get charged for a missed class. So, while I was in around Guadalupe or Buendia, and it's around 12 already, I was already panicking because that means I have to fly. I have to zoom from one Ayala to Greenbelt. And that's not fast. You can't walk for like 15 minutes from one Ayala to Greenbelt. I mean, some people can, but I can't. And I'm carrying a bag with my laptop in it and my stuff in it because after work, after workout, I'm gonna work. So I have to bring my stuff. So I arrive at the Ayala station around 12:05, 12:10 in between. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, that's around that time, 12:05. So when I arrived, I told myself there's no way that I could walk for like 10 minutes and be there by the 12:15. So I tried booking another ride. And then, so basically, I hit one hurdle and another hurdle and another hurdle. So yeah, there's no. So the first one is I wasn't able to book right away. It took me like 30 minutes to almost an hour to get a ride. And then when the ride arrived, it took me for about another almost an hour to get to the MRT station. And then when I arrive in the MRT station, there's a delay in the train. And then when I arrived, I couldn't walk directly because I know I'm not gonna make it if I walk. Because I checked Google Maps, it will take me about 17 minutes to walk from one Ayala to Greenbelt 5. And that's just Greenbelt 5. In order to get to the studio, I have to, because the studio is on the 4th floor, and that would mean I have to walk, sprint, run to the stairs, whatever, to get into the studio. And then when I arrive in the studio, I have to make sure that I put my bags in the locker, I get my shoes, I get my shoes changed, and then I have to fix my bike, things like that. So it was really a struggle. So when I arrive in one Ayala, I know, I'm sorry, but my story has been jumping, but yeah. When I arrived in one Ayala, I was so close to giving up and telling God I don't want to give up because it was so close. It was this close. I'm almost there. I'm not gonna give up. So I tried booking, and then I got a ride. And then when I got the ride, it's not arriving, it's not moving. It has been from the initial location that I got the ride, and I booked it from there. I mean, the rider got the booking from that place, and it never moved for about like 3 minutes. And this is like around 12:08 already or something. So it's very close for me to miss it out. So I called the rider and asked, Kuya, where are you? Blah blah blah. And then Kuya said, Ma'am, po, wait lang po. The previous passenger hasn't paid me yet. Of course in Tagalog, but yeah. So the rider asked me to wait because the previous passenger hasn't paid him yet and he was waiting for the payment. And I no longer have time to wait. So I canceled and tried my chance to book another one and prayed to God, Lord, please, I'm this close. I'm almost there. I just need to be there by 12:10 or around that time. And then I got the ride around like 12:08 or 12:10, super close, like 12:08 to 12:10. I'm not super good at monitoring the time because I was really rushing and praying and been trying to really pray to God to make it work because I really need this workout, because I really need that routine for my week, because for some reason workout or cycling class has been really part of my routine, and it really helps my brain function, it really helps my body, it gives me the dopamine that I need, it gives me the all the hormones that I would need, and it's already Thursday. Usually I start my week like on a Monday, but since I was able to work out over the weekend, I told myself, okay, I can skip some other days and then wait for my favorite instructor's class schedule and then book it there. So it's very rare nowadays that my instructor would have a 12:15 class. So when I had the chance, I really want to be there. And the reason why I'm very much intentional with that cycling instructor is because I don't get fried on the bike if it's this instructor's class, and I get extra motivated. She knows how to motivate people, and I think my body already learned her routine, so I don't have to recover so much, and I get their energy, or it energizes me. The workout energizes me the way that I need it to be, so that I would be functional for work. Mentally, I would be okay. So yeah, it was my ideal instructor. That's why I really want to be there. And I know if I miss that out, I have to book a different class with a different instructor, and I'm not sure if it's going to be the same thing because I tried a different instructor and I didn't like it. So for context, I actually have I'm a neurodivergent and have short attention span. So if I zone out in the middle of a workout, it means I did not enjoy it because I zoned out. And there were times that I tried different instructors and I zoned out in their class. So that's why I know those are not the instructors for me. Maybe I could give them a chance again in the future. But um, at that day or at that week, I was really looking forward to my ideal instructor's class. So yeah, so basically it's 12:10 already and I'm still in the motorcycle, and then I just hit red light after red light after red light. So there's a lot of stoplights in Ayala Center, and it was really impossible for me to make it by 12:15. And I was already praying to God and losing hope already. And I'm just really telling God, I tried my best. I'm I've been trying to make it on time, but looks like I'm really not gonna make it because I feel like I've been hitting hurdle after hurdle, stoplight, red lights after red light, and it's like the entire world is against me on that day, and I almost took it as a sign from God that I don't want you to be there. Like that's not my will for you. I almost took it as a sign. But I prayed to God and tell him, I'm this close, Lord. I'm this close, God. Please, I just really want to be there. I'm this close. I exerted this much effort. I've exerted this much of dedication, motivation to be where I'm supposed to be. And I'm not gonna give up. So please, give this to me. And surprisingly, on my last stoplight, it's another stoplight. And I think that's around 12:11, 12:12 already. Um, it stopped. So I'm like, oh no, there's no way that I'm gonna make it. There's no way because it's 12:12 and I need to be on the top floor by 12:15, or else they're gonna close the door. I'm not gonna make it. If you have been to a cycling class, if they close the door, they're not gonna open it for you again, and they're gonna start the class. So, surprisingly, even though the lights are red, there's a traffic enforcer at the like literally below the red light or the stoplight and making us go. So I'm like, okay, I think we're gonna make it. So when we were there, just did a U-turn. So I arrived exactly in Greenbelt by 12:13. 12:13, good thing I was on cashless payment. So after I gave the helmet back, I run. I run from like the door, the entrance, all the way to the elevator, hoping that it would open on basement 1 so I could go to fourth floor. And then I entered the elevator 12:14, and then it tried stopping from one floor to another, and I was just really rushing, and the elevator is just right in front of the studio, so I could already hear the music or like the beat from the elevator. And I'm like, Lord, I'm this close. I'm this close. I really want to make it. And I was just really praying to God, make me make it. Make me make it, God, please. There's no way I'm gonna miss it because I'm almost there. And then when the elevator opened, it's 12:15. People from the reception and the studio already saw me. And they're like, "Yep, that's her." So when I went inside, the instructor already saw me running, and she announced it in the podium because she's already in the bike podium with her mic on. And then she was like, "Oh, Jay is here. She made it." So it was really announced all over the class. Although at the time I could feel embarrassed and shy because I was late or like I was on the dot. But at that time I was super glad because it felt like they waited for me, or like the instructor really rooted for me to make the class because she knows that there's no way that I'm just gonna miss it. And I really look forward to her classes. And then the people in the reception were like, "What's your shoe size? Give me your stuff, put on your shoes, go to the bike room, we'll take care of everything." So I'm really, really, really thankful for them because they're very much helpful and friendly. And then, so I was still in my adrenaline high when I entered the bike room, and then I finished the class, and we were all laughing after the class because I almost missed it, but I made it. So I was just really happy. And the reason why I'm trying to tell this is because that was definitely a God moment for me. Because how many times did I encounter a lot of red lights? Hitting one red after red after red, and gave up, even if I'm almost there, just because I thought maybe this isn't for me. Maybe God is telling me it's not for me. And then at the moment when I almost gave up, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna make it, on that last red light, someone took over and didn't took over and disregarded that red light, was because he has more authority than that red light to bypass it and to make us go. And I realized God could be like that. Not because he's trying to test me, but because it's a way for me to discover to myself how much do I really trust God. Not because I hit one red light after red light, it means that God doesn't want me to be there. Maybe at the time, I just thought it was God and me against the world. But it could be God and me against the world. At the end of the day, the final authority is Jesus. The final authority is God. So even though everything is red, God could make it green just for me to make it. I just have to say it. I just have to partner with him, and I just have to trust him. And that's exactly how I felt on that day. That there are times that I really gave up on my dreams just because I kept on hitting red after red. Not knowing and forgetting the fact that, right, I can actually ask God. If I really want it, I can ask God and say, "I really want it, Lord, and let's make it work." And if it didn't happen, then I can just accept it that maybe it's not for me. But at least I know I fought for it until the end. I prayed to God until the end. I fought for it. I did not give up when I'm this close just because I kept on hitting red after red after red. Not because it's red light, it means God is telling us to stop. Maybe it's red light because God is telling us to trust Him because He could make that red green. And it's such a wonderful, you know, moment for me to just really experience that. So basically, I got my workout refresh. I'm energized for the day, and my heart and soul is happy because aside from like the support from the entire community of that cycling studio, I get to have my God moment. Like in the middle of my busy schedule, my busyness, God made sure that I would have an encounter with Him, and it's one of the best encounters I ever had because it really spoke to me. It's like it was really an on the ground training type of thing with God of like, do you really trust me kind of thing, or if you really love it, if you really like it, if you really want it, just tell me. We're gonna make it work. And I'm just so glad I did. I'm just so glad I did not give up. If I give up prematurely, if I canceled late, I mean, if I just accepted the late cancellation, yeah, I would be charged, but not as big, but I would still be charged. And I would miss out the class. And yeah, it's gone. But if I fought for it, like how I did, I wasn't charged, I get to have my class, and I get to experience how partnering with God would look like. Not just in catching a cycling class, but also in life. I had a first row experience of how that would look like, even in the other areas of my life. Not just trying to catch a cycling class. And for me, that's definitely something that I did not expect to experience, but I'm so glad I did. So yeah, that's why I tried to record this podcast episode. There's no much of like an intro or whatever. I don't even know if I could put like a background music for this or whatever. But one thing's for sure, I am really grateful that I did the risk. I took the risk. I fought for it and trusting God to really help me, and He did. So I hope that encouraged you, cause I'm gonna keep on holding on to this kind of to this story, to this testimony, whenever I feel like I'm about to give up, but I'm actually pursuing a dream that was given to me by God. Maybe on the next episode or in the next diary entry, I could get to share the dreams that I had with God, the dreams that He have downloaded to me um, for 2026. There's a lot for me to share, and I'm so excited to do that. If I could continue doing this like a sit down video of just me talking in front of the camera and uploading it as a podcast on both my YouTube and podcasting platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, then I hope it really works. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, for watching, for staying with me, and I hope you learned something from this. So yeah, this is Jaya, and thanks for watching, listening. Until the next diary entry. Bye!